Hello everybody. So how are you all? My name is CA Yogesh Choithani and we are doing chapter number 3 part 1 statistics standard 12th Gujarat board. We are doing the chapter of regression line so far and we have gone through many topics till now. We have successfully completed the 5 marks topic. Yes, yesterday's lecture we have completed the topic of 5 marks. You will get 5 marks sum from all the topics we have covered till now. What we have covered till now, we have started the chapter with regression line y on x, in which we have found 3 steps. Step 1 was B, step 2 was A, step 3 was y cap. Then we have gone through a topic called error. Yes, error was actual minus estimate. Actual was y and estimate was y cap. Estimate you always find in your answer, and actual will always be given in the question. Then we have done a formula called shortcut formula, in which you convert the given question x and y into u and v. What was u and v? It was reduced form of x and y, so that calculation becomes easy. In u and v, I taught you important topic yesterday, that when you divide any digit while forming u and v, your formula changes slightly. What is the change in the formula? The change in formula is you have to multiply cy upon cx. What is the change in formula? You have to multiply cy upon cx. What was cy? Cy was digit divided while forming v, and what was cx? Cx was digit divided while forming u. Yes, these were the topics we have done till now, and today, as you see on the screen, we are doing the formula for short sums. From this chapter, you are going to get 12 marks in the board exams. Yes, 1 mark MCQ, 1 short question, 2 marks question, 3 marks question, and 5 marks question. So we have completed 5 marks topic. Yes, we have completed 5 marks topic, and today we are going for the topic related with 2 or 3 marks. Okay, so now what are the formulas for the short sums? What we'll do, how we'll proceed? First of all, I'll teach you the formulas. Okay, then we'll go to the sums and check that how we have to apply the formulas. So yes, here steps are same. You have to find B, A and Y cap, and A and Y cap is same, just there is a change in the formula for B. Now what is the formula for B? Formula for B is covariance xy upon sx square. What is formula for B? It's covariance xy upon sx square. Now this covariance xy is also known as sxy. Yes, this covariance xy was also known as sxy. Then there are other formulas of B also. One formula is B is equal to R into Sy upon Sx. Yes, B is equal to R into Sy upon Sx. Then B is equal to sigma xy minus n x bar y bar upon n Sx square. Now there are two questions should be in your mind. One is that which formula we have to use, sir, from these three. And answer for the same is that you have to see the question, you have to see what information is given in the question. As per the information or as per the data given in the question, we will decide that which formula to use. Yes, suppose say for example covariance is given in the question, okay, and Sx or any information related to Sx or Sx square is given in the question, then we will use this formula which is seen on the screen. Now in question covariance is not that, what will you do? For example R correlation is given in the question, then what will you do? Then we have to use the second formula, R into Sy upon Sx. Okay, now in some question sigma xy is given in the question, okay, x bar is given in the question, y bar is given in the question, so you have to use the third formula which is given on the screen. Yes, so you have to be specific that information you have to read which information is given in the question, and accordingly you have to select the formulas. Now if you think otherwise, if there is a question in your mind that's from question how we can see the formula, or from question how we can know that which formula is used. So the first condition is that you have to learn the formula. What you have to do? You have to learn the formula. Learning is only the option. Okay, if you learn these three of the formulas, then and then only you can see that which formula is used and which formula is not used. Okay, so judgment part is only be successful when you know all these formulas. So the procedure is same. After finding B, you have to find A, and formula of A was y bar minus bx bar. The formula of y bar and x bar is now not necessary to repeat. Then step 3 is y cap. Y cap is A plus B into x. So now we are continuing with an example. Illustration number 8. The following measures are obtained to study the relation between rainfall in centimeter and yield of bajra in quintal per hectare in 10 different regions during monsoon. N is equal to 10, x bar is equal to 40, y bar is equal to 175, Sx is 12, covariance is 360. What is Sx? Sx is standard deviation of x. What is Sx? It is standard deviation of x. Okay, covariance is the variance of two variables combinedly. It's known as covariance. So mean is given, Sx is given, covariance is given. You have to find regression line y on x. So which formula you will use? Let's see. We will use the formula B is equal to covariance xy upon Sx2. What is covariance? Just flip to the question. Covariance is 360. So covariance you have put it 360 in the answer upon. So formula is covariance xy upon Sx square. Focus on the denominator. In formula, denominator is Sx square. You are getting my point? In formula, denominator is Sx square. In question, Sx is given. Okay. So what you will do in question, Sx is 12 and you want Sx square. So you will do square of the 12. Perfect. You will do square of the 12. So your Sx square is 144. So 360 upon 144 is equal to 2.5. Now we will find step 2, that is A. What is A? It is y bar minus bx bar. Now what is y bar? It's 175. It is mentioned in the question, sir. Yes, you can see the question. A is equal to 175 minus, what was B? B is 2.5. You have just solved in the step 1. So 2.5 into 40. If you multiply 2.5 into 40, answer is 100. So it's 175 minus 100, that is 75. Now go to the y cap. Y cap is A plus bx. So y cap is 75 plus 2.5x. So this was the answer. This question will be asked in 2 marks, and it's very simple. Just the complexion was that Sx was given in the question, and you have to put the Sx square in the formula. If you don't do mistake there, then it was right. Okay, now we are doing next, that is illustration 9. So you can see a very lengthy question on the screen. To study the relationship between two variables, yearly income and yearly investment. Yearly income is X and yearly investment is Y. In mutual fund, the following information is shown. For the sample of 100 families of a city, X is annual income of family, Y is annual investment in a mutual fund of a family, X bar is 5.5, Y bar is 40.5, Sx is 1.2, Sy is 12.8, and R is equal to 0.65. You have to obtain the regression line of annual investment in mutual fund of family on their annual income. Estimate the annual investment in mutual fund whose annual income is 4.5. So whose annual income is 4.5. So X is 4.5 and you have to find the Y. So basically 2 questions are there. You have to find regression line Y on X and you have to find Y when X is 4.5. What is given in the question? X bar, Y bar is given in the question. Standard deviation of X, standard deviation of Y is given in the question, and correlation R is given in the question. Sir, we can find the regression when R is given in the question. Yes, we have a formula where we will use this these all informations. Okay, so n was 100, X bar mean is 5.5, Y bar is 40.5, Sx standard deviation of X is 1.2, standard deviation of Y is 12.8, and R is equal to 0.65. So first of all, what we'll do, we'll write the formula. B is equal to R into Sy upon Sx. B is equal to what? R into Sy upon Sx. You have to repeat with me. B is equal to what? R into Sy upon Sx. Let everyone hear. It's okay. But repeat with me so that we can learn everything here only. So what is the value of R? You can see I have written all the information in above line. So R is 0.65. 0.65 into what is Sy? Sy is 12.8. What is Sx? Is 1.2. So the calculation is like 0.65 into 12.8 upon 1.2. So if you will solve this calculation, you will get the answer 6.93. What you will get? You will get the answer 6.93. And then we will solve with our next step. What is next step? It is Y bar minus bx bar. Now you can see Y bar is 40.5, B is the 6.93, and X bar is 5.5. So if you will solve 6.93b and x bar 5.5, you will get 38.12, and 40.5 minus 38.12 is 2.39. So that was A. So y cap is equal to a plus bx. Y cap is equal to a, that is 2.39, plus b, that is 6.93 into x. So what was the question? One question was to find the regression line. We have found it. Yes. What is the regression line? It's 2.39 plus 6.93x. What was the second question? Second question was to find y when x. Second question was to find y when x is 4.5. So putting x is equal to 4.5, y cap is equal to 2.39 plus 6.93 into 4.5. 2.39 plus 6.93 into 4.5. So if you multiply 4.5 into 6.93, then you will get 31.19. 2.39 plus 31.19 is 33.58. So now we are doing illustration number 10. The information of a price of a ball pen and the supply of ball pen at the end of each month of a year for a company making ball pen is given below. Estimate the supply when its price is rupees 40. So price is given in the question and supply is given in the question. Average and variance is given in the question. R is given in the question. Yes, you have to find the supply, estimate the supply. That means you have to find the y when its price, when x is 40. So first of all, let's see what is given in the question. Okay, we have to check that what the question says. Let's analyze the table. First detail, average is given. Average of x is given and average of y is given. So average of x is 30. What this average means? This average means mean. Mean is x bar. So mean of x is x bar. And what this average means? Mean of y is y bar. So basically x bar is 30. Basically x bar is 30 and y bar is 500. You got my point? X bar is 30 and y bar is 500. Then variance is given. What is given? Variance is given. Now what is variance? So I taught you, but if you don't remember, then write somewhere. If it's Sx, then it is known as standard deviation. Yes, if it is Sx, then it is known as standard deviation, and if it is Sx square of the Sx, then it is known as variance. Okay, so standard deviation is Sx and variance is Sx square. You can see in the above table 25 and 10,000 is variance. So 25 is for x. So what it should be? It should be Sx square. Yes, as it is variance, it should be Sx square. And what this should be? This should be Sy square. What this should be? This should be Sy square. So this is the information provided to you. One is x bar, one is y bar, one is sx square, one is sy square. R is given. So how we will proceed further? Let's go to the answer. So x bar is 30, y bar is 500, sx square is 25, sy square is 10,000, and now we'll find the step 1. What is step 1? Step 1 is to find the b. Okay. So what is b? B is r into sy upon sx. Just check the information given in the question. Is r given? Yes. R is 0.8. Then in formula it is into sy. See, sy is given. Sir, sy is not given, but square of the sy is given. So if the square of the sy is given, you can find sy by yourself. Yes sir, why not? If sy square is 10,000, if sy square is 10,000, what is sy? 100. Yes, it should be 100. If square is 10,000, then sy should be 100. Same way in sx square. If sx square is 25, what should be sx? 5. Yes, it is simple. Just you have to do the root of sx and sy. Okay. So if, as we put in the formula, r is 0.8 into sy is 100, sx is 5. If you will solve this formula, 0.8 into 100 upon 5, that is 16. Then we will find a is equal to what? Y bar minus bx bar. Y bar is 500, b is 16, x bar is 30. So 30 into 16 is 480, 500 minus 480 is 20. Then we will find the y cap. So y cap is a plus bx, 20 plus 16x. 20 is a and 16 was b. Then you are having the question that you have to obtain. Let's go to the question. You have the question that estimate the supply when its price is 40. So price is 40, that means x is 40. So if x is 40, then you have to find the y. So we will put x is equal to 40 there. As you will put x is equal to 40, y cap is equal to 20 plus 16 into 40. So 16 into 40 is 480. 16 into 40 is 640. 640 plus 20. What you will get? You will get 660. So this 660 is your answer. Okay. Our topic for the short sums is still pending. Okay, still we have some sums to do, and we will do that particular sums in the next lecture. What we have done today, let's have a quick recap. Today I taught you the formula for short sums. That formula for short sums will be coming in your exam for 2 or 3 marks. I have taught you 3 formulas for B. Okay. What was that formulas? So you can see the formula. First formula was covariance xy upon sx square. So we have done the sums for this formula, covariance xy upon sx square. Second formula is when correlation is given in the question, that is b is equal to r into sy upon sx. So now this second formula also we have done. Okay. Third formula was b is equal to sigma xy minus n into x bar y bar upon n sx square. This third formula we will be doing in the upcoming lectures. So what you have to do, you have to take the textbook, you have to write all the illustration I have taught you till now. Okay, and I am expecting that you are writing with me also. Then you have to go for the sums which I have taught you, and just pick the same sums from the exercise which are related to the current topic, and solve by your own. Then we will continue this topic further. Till then, go through the chapter, complete the sums and complete the exercise. Thank you.